Now to our coverage of the coronavirus pandemic. The federal government has reviewed the COVID-19 restrictions across all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory following the disturbing resurgence of the coronavirus in India, Turkey and Brazil. To mitigate the spread of the new variant, the directive to re-emphasize the already existing restrictions is expected to take effect at midnight today. But this has raised new dust among business owners and residents. Correspondent Ola Wakan puts together these concerns from the southern part of the country.
The case fatality rate has reduced since the beginning of this month, but should not at all be a reason to slow down.
Among other restriction guidelines and safety protocol, the federal government had directed that bars and nightclubs should remain closed and the nationwide curfew of 12 midnight to 4 a.m. would be in force until further notice. In Lagos, event venue owners declined speaking on camera as they claim a directive from the state government is what they await before any reaction. A few persons TVC News crew met at this recreational center refused to air their views on the directive. In Rivers State, the new guideline which requires bars and nightclubs to shut down in all 36 states of the Federation is not cheering news for operators of these businesses in Port Harcourt.
After passing through the phase of lockdown last year, we are facing this from insecurity to federal lockdown. My dear, you can see my place is empty.
The goods we bought is going to remain there, or we return it back, or if it will be a perishable thing to damage, because the phase 4 lockdown has said that we should close completely. Closing completely means that you should go home, don't operate.
Some residents of Abeokuta in Ogun State have condemned the phase 4 restriction by the federal government, claiming that Nigeria does not need such for now, due to the current economic hardship in the country. They advise the government to always consider those who depend solely on their businesses to make a living.
The European country they are copying, the European country, they were giving a lot of support and COVID-19 support to their people. But in Africa here, mostly in Nigeria, nothing happened.
I suggest government should not try to lock up us now, because there is nothing government want to give us, and there is nothing like palliative for us.
In Osun State, some residents believe there is no need for another ban on public gathering to curtail the spread of the coronavirus pandemic as Eid al-Fitr approaches. Mr. Mojid Alade said it will be out of place for Muslim faithful to be disallowed from observing the 2 rakat prayers in celebrating the end of Ramadan.
I know that we have been educated enough on how to safeguard ourselves on COVID-19. I advise that people should observe all the protocols by washing their hands, using sanitizer, and having social distancing.
The perspective of residents of Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, to the directive is different. They believe the ban on night traveling is for the interest of the people, especially now that insecurity is on the rise.
If anybody is telling you not to travel at 12 to 4, I don't think it's COVID for me. It's security. And I think your life is more important than any business.
It has to be another reason, like insecurity or the kidnaps or so. Well, to me, it affects a lot, especially people that do business during the night journey and all that.
Nigerians wait to see how these guidelines will be enforced and the COVID-19 pandemic forced into extinction.